So we play with horsepower during the day, and then we play with horsepower. That's our days. Not to mention we play with some Aussies too. Burwell. Hi, baby. Hi, DeBurr. Hi, River. So we're gonna show you some more on this window here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this last video that we made. But what we're gonna do is, well, let me go show you this. So what he's doing right now is he's making a new rain edge for this side, for the passenger side. We're gonna do it on both sides, obviously, but he's got to work on that side, seeing that, you know, I'm working on this side. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and take this panel and made it into this, try to make it seamless. Got a little carried away with that side. Now most of this right here gets cut off because we've also got a new door edge. Let me get it here. Got a new door edge that goes in there that we've already made too. So these pieces will go in here once this all gets trimmed down, and this piece is mated together with this one. So I'm not going to do a time lapse on this, but I'm going to do some hang on. So we're gonna show you some more on this window here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this last video that we made. But what we're gonna do is, well, let me go show you this. So what he's doing right now is he's making a new rain edge for this side, for the passenger side. We're gonna do it on both sides, obviously, but he's got to work on that side, seeing that, you know, I'm working on this side. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and take this panel and made it into this, try to make it seamless. Got a little carried away with that side. Now most of this right here gets cut off because we've also got a new door edge. Let me get it here. Got a new door edge that goes in there that we've already made too. So these pieces will go in here once this all gets trimmed down, and this piece is mated together with this one. So I'm not going to do a time lapse on this, but I'm going to do some so Weston's got the fenders and stuff on. So Weston got the fenders and stuff on that were painted by Cody, and he's putting the lower running board in there. And we have got the bed floor bracing in for the new wood. This fender's on. Truck is dirty. So let's wish Weston some luck so that way he doesn't screw up the paint. Right, Weston?
Right.
bulky tools are just a little bit more beefier than the drill bit, eh?
A little bit. As far as the small.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
There you go.
That one's gonna be rough.
All right.
I might need your little.
Okay, so now, really? Dick. We're going to make all this one piece. Okay, and then we're going to end up putting the other piece on for the door edge. This one's got the door edge piece in it. So we'll have to make these two one, and these two one, and these four one. You know how it is. Just time consuming. All right, let's get going. So I'm going to scribe these lines. We got to scribe this line first and this one first, so that way we can get the panel to move down, and then we can scribe these lines. All right, so we've gone ahead and cut this line out and this one, and you can see that I can still need to file that edge. See, that one's really close to being too big of a gap. But I've already went ahead and scribed this line. We're going to go ahead and scribe and cut this line up to that line, and then we'll fit it with clamps to get it to where it's the right height. So here, I'm going to intercede this here a second. So I just went ahead and cut this with 10 snips, and you can see how it looks like it's all, you can see the bend marks in it. That'll all transfer into your weld too. So, if you can see it or not, you can see where I started grinding up to the line. And I thought about it a second. There's a difference between cutting it with a cutoff wheel, a pair of 10 snips, and a shear. So when you do this, you can see how these shears, every time I went to take another bite, I got another bend. Well, that needs to be filed off there before it's welded in. Sometimes also, I've also told people that using a cutoff wheel puts too much heat into it. See if I can focus that. You can see it right there. Now, the old days, I'd tell you not to use a cutoff wheel on sheet metal. Whereas now, I don't even want to use damn shears. Kind of use a cutoff wheel and grind up the line. I'm not worried about the heat anymore because I can control the warpage, as you've seen in the previous video, with hammer and dolly work. But all this needs to get finished. You can see there's a mark there. This needs to be finished out and fixed. The camera really picks up a bunch of shit. But so far so good. So let me go ahead and get this done. Now we've got it all pretty much where we want it to be. I'll fix this mark as we're tacking it up, but it's all clamped up and it's moving. But we're going to go ahead and get all this stuff tacked over, and I'll show you here in a minute. All right, folks. So there it is. It's all welded up. All but the holes from the clecos. Let's clean it up, make it go away. Alright, well, here we are. I've still got to finish this one out and weld up the holes. Also going to trim this back from here back to here 5 inches. Delete these out of here. I got to get this back. I totally wonked that one up, and I knew I would. I knew I did when I put this rib in it. So we'll fix that with the bead roller. Kid's got his stuff in the bead roller. So the one thing I hate about clecos, I got 5/32 clecos, and a lot of people use 1/8, and these are 8ths, but I grabbed the wrong drill bit, so it is a little bit bigger. So it takes a little bit more work to get the to get the look out of it. It's really close, guys. I mean, it really is. Now to the point where it's going to have to be put on the truck again. And you can see the weld line there. See you, buddy. That needs to be finished out some more. This guy's gonna get a cool truck. He really is. I hope he likes it as much as we like building it. So it's one of my biggest things. It's one of my biggest things that I deal with on a daily basis is trying to know what my client wants. I only know what I want, and I want to try to do the best that I can do on any of the builds. And sometimes my wants aren't what the client's wants are, and or their finances. And when the finances become the problem, it becomes our problem, obviously. And how do you deal with that? I mean, you want to have a high end. And listen, I'm not a metal shaper. I am a guy in a small shop that has made what I am today just by watching others and asking lots of questions, doing stupid shit, making my marks, making mistakes. And I am not happy with where I'm at right now, and I really want to be a lot better than where I am. So every day I push myself to do a little bit better, and I try to push my guys the same way. And this isn't a rant. This wasn't supposed to be a rant video, but I've got clients that expect me to do what I do and give them what they want. Every client's different. So I hope that my client with the cab over is happy, and he says he is. So I should probably stop worrying. But there's always that in the back of my mind. Man, we're getting close. There's so many little details on this truck that we're trying to make right. And I know I'm just showing you the left side, but the left side, once we get something done with the left side, we're doing it to the right side. And see, Nathan has got the grid in, so now that we won't have a bouncy roof. And I think he's going to put the back cab wall in tomorrow, but I actually pulled the top end of the door off because to make this gutter line straight how it needs to be, because I don't want it to go, ooh, you know, that's the way the old one was. And no, I want it more modern. So that's what we're going to do. This is going to be straight. This is the mock-up side. He's already got, I think he's got all these pieces made. I know he does because he made them a couple weeks ago. It's just now he's got to get them all together. So he's got to roll this edge under some more right here. And he's got some shrinks in it, and he's doing a good job. He's doing a damn good job. I don't know why I'm worried. But I removed these upper 90s because on the old door, and the old door frame, these went up to this. I don't know if you can see it, to this right here. And that door, actually, the door edge here, actually lapped over the outside of the skirt, or the skin. Well, guess what, guys? That don't work for me because it looks totally different than the front one. So we're gonna put this lip in it. This lip will be all the way through here, like stock. But then we're gonna do the same thing here. We've still got the pieces, they're right there. Just cut them out. So we're gonna do that. Man, oh man, oh man. Sometimes I wonder what I got myself into, to be quite honest with you. Let's see if we can test fit this window shell here. Well, shit. Yeah, I have done so good, and then we have absolutely screwed the pooch on this one. Let me show you. So, put it back on, and it fits. Can't really say I screwed the pooch, but the transitions right here, I've got to really work on that and lining this back up. Like I said prior, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll it back through the bead roller and planish some of the stuff back out to get the curve back. You can see the curve. It's just not there. Right there, see it? So, I mean, it's straight. Let me move these slips. It's relatively straight. It's got a bow in it right now, but it doesn't have the bottom brace or the bottom piece in the bottom of the door or the bottom of the window. God almighty, can I even talk today? So, right here, it's just a straight edge right there. So, I know I'm going to get you guys sick moving from vertical and full screen. So, we got, like I said, we were going to move this. We're going to make a cut line over 5 inches. So that way we can put this piece in there. That's the next setup. So, and then it'll be that setup. And then I guess put it in. But I can't really do, I know it doesn't get a bow. All this is supposed to be straight because the glass that goes in here is straight. And yes, the window will actually go up and down. We've got an electric window for it. But yeah, I'll get it fixed up and done. So we'll put this piece in next. Yeah, probably next. I'm gonna get my kid to start running the top channel and put that back cab wall on, or the back top cab wall. That'll be next. God only knows what I'm gonna show you between now and then. It's time to go work on the Oldsmobile. So